Good morning. Welcome to the Java Cafe. Java.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. All right, I'm going to get it together here. There we go. I think we got it. For some reason, my volume this morning seems very interesting, and I am not sure why. Oh, there it goes. Good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, January 8th, 2025, and you are in the Java Cafe this morning. It's a shot of Java kicking off this year. This week, actually, we're going to do some programming around a new year and new you. Last few years, we've had Coach May come in, so I'm going to reach out to her and ask her to come and chat with us. But there's some others as well that are going to come in and talk about nutrition and mental health and things like that. So it's good to see you all in the Java Cafe this morning. Let's go and see who is in the room this morning. Mama Java, of course. Good to see you in the room this morning. Asia, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. Nisi, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Janky, what's up, Donna? Good to see you in the room. Miss T, good morning to you. Good to see you as always. And also Michelle D. Smith, thank you so much for coming out last night with the young people. She bought a lot of candles, the big ones. Thank you, Michelle D. Smith, for that. And I think I got everybody in the cafe over on Facebook. Shout out to Ricky and Priscilla Banks over on Instagram. And who's arrived in the Java Cafe this morning, but Kim Ayala, good to see you in the room this morning. So we're going to catch up on a few things. One topic that we've been waiting for is the Gerard Mayo firing Patriots conversation. So let's have that conversation. I am not a sports expert. I don't know the stats and all the things like that. But however, it's very interesting looking at things that are going on in the world. A lot of conversation around the exit polls and things that were shared with us. And by virtue of the results of the election, Black and brown folks are looking at things very differently at this time. And so it is, and I just realized I might have the wrong camera on. Hold on, y'all. Let me just check. Oh no, it's the right one. All right. So, there's been a lot of conversation about, let's take race out of it. I saw something yesterday. I'm going to go and actually look now. I saw a couple of articles that there seems to be some intentionality around trying to hire another black coach. I've seen some conversation about the Elias, whoever the managing talent person is right under the Mayo. He's staying. And so here is an article that is in the Boston Globe this morning, written by Christopher Gasper, that the title is "Stop Crediting the Crafts for Making the Hard Decision to Fire Jerod Mayo. It was the easy way out." And so that's been a lot of the conversation this morning. Good morning, Mingold. Good morning, Opal. Good to see you in the room. I see Sharon Cornelius in here somewhere. I see her name, Sharon Cornelius. Good morning. Michelle D. Smith says, Brother James, it was a pleasure to come out last night to honor the life of Kyrie Ambrose and support family and youth who knew and loved him. We're going to talk a little bit about that toward the end of the show. We did a live last night just because the way the community came out was just amazing. Miss Teresa says that Jerod was a scapegoat. And so that is a lot of the opinion of a lot of folks. Now, some of the sports folks talk about, he didn't have a team to win. And then there's the other piece that the one game that they needed to lose, they won, which dropped them out of the first pick of the draft. And so here's my commentary on it. Do I believe that black and white folks that are concerned about a real perception that if this was a white man, he may have got another season? Yeah, I do believe that. I also believe that with the resources that are at the Crafts' disposal, they could have worked a little bit better at getting him the players that he needed to win. And so I want to, just before I end that, and there is a lot of conversation about race, not race, but as I said, in these times and today, the filter of race is very real, and especially for black men. On another topic related to black men, I'm currently in a Twitter exchange with two very prominent people in the Democratic Party. One's a brother, one's a sister. And they've been going at it on Twitter. And, the young lady, Nina Turner, is talking about the emasculating of black men in the Democratic Party. And I don't know the brother's name, but his Twitter handle is Too Raw, Too Real, one of the major influencers during the DNC and during the election, especially when Kamala Harris got in. This thing with Mayo is very real. It is very real when it comes to race. And so we're going to see what happens. Kraft said that he feels guilty. I want to presume that people that function and move at that level, they're very calculated and strategic and have folks around them that can sort of see where things may end up down the line. What are the possible outcomes and whatnot? And maybe that was presented to him. And one of the possible outcomes is that Jerod would not look good as a coach and we may have to let him go. So my hope and belief is that he's going to land well coaching somewhere. And it's a very interesting time for the Patriots. We in this city, in this region, this generation, we're used to Super Bowls. We're used to parades. We're a winning city of champions. And so it is an adjustment. And I will say that some of the footage I saw with a lot of the majority of the folks that was talking about fire Mayo, they were lighter than me. So we'll leave that there. Pastor Carl Jefferson from Rhode Island is in the building. Good to see you in the building, sir. Sharon Cornelius, I see you, but called you out earlier. The Real Boss, the media is in the building. Haven't seen them in a while. Haven't seen them in. Hey, this young lady right here. Shanta, I went live last night to talk about what you and others, and I know you're not about credit and things like that, but you were the person I reached out to, was in contact with, and Sister Shumba was there, the other sister from the other dance troupe, and everybody that came out last night. It was a very, very powerful event of community coming together and supporting young people and supporting this family. And so, Shanta, thank you for the spirit of servitude. Thank you for supporting our young people. Thank you for your transparency and authenticity. Shanta is going to be a guest on Java After Dark soon, and so we'll fill you in about that later. I seen his name, was getting ready to go into Pastor Odom, and then I see Bill's Mafia. Pastor Odom came in screaming. This thing about race is very real for us, and they could have set that brother up to be much more successful. They're calculated about all of that. And this reminds me, for those of you that remember our episode some months ago, we had a young lady that moves in finance, and she talked about how even in sports, there is a demonstration of, there was that movie, I believe it was the 13th Amendment, and how there are different ways now that, the system attempts to hold us. I won't say the word, but hold us. And now with our sports figures, especially the black ones who are most prominent and most talented, there's a stronghold there. And so this Kraft firing of Mayo conversation, it's a little bit bigger than just they fired him and they're going to get a new one. One thing I want to do is just look up and see. I thought I saw an article yesterday that referred to the fact that they were interviewing someone, Celtics, stop crediting, Kraft. Let me just search Kraft interview. And then we'll just move away from that. But while Shanta is in the room, let's celebrate her. Thaddeus has a point on the Mayo piece, so we're going to go back to that in a second. But Donna is saying to Shanta, thank you, Shanta Simmons Farley, for organizing a safe, and it was a safe space for all youth and families. Bless you. Thaddeus is saying in reference to, okay, let's be real. He should have never been selected as the head coach. However, they made that choice and should have wrote it out. But when I saw Kraft speak, I saw him on the back end and thinking about his legacy, Uncle Thaddeus, is in reference to Kraft, or legacy in reference to Mayo? I believe you're saying, referring to Kraft. And again, I'm not a stats person. I don't follow hard like that. If it wasn't for Charlotte, Brandy and Heidi, Dr. Drumright, we got Nashville in the room. We got Rhode Island in the room. Uncle Thaddeus, where in the world are you at? So I can point to, we're international today. Michelle D. Smith, in reference to the vigil last night, the turnout to support Kyrie Abrams' family, friends, and dance community was amazing and beautiful. For Kyrie at 19 years young to touch so many lives is a confirmation that his legacy will live on. And that is absolutely true. So on the Patriots piece, I do want to get Heidi, Brandy, and Charlotte on to talk about, and maybe we figure out a way to do that. I don't know the schedule of the games, but have them come on like for a segment after the games. Have these women come in and talk about sports. So going back to last night, as Michelle said, it was amazing. For those of you that didn't see the live last night, I went live because it was an awesome experience to see community come together the way that we did last night to support Miss Rena and others, Juliana, who, and if she's watching, did well with the press, and she gets the context of that. And I also say this in reference to the press, because when Fox 25 walked in last night and they identified themselves, I said, yeah, y'all need to do a little bit better with how you title your headlines. I know you got to get catchy and all of that to get people to read the content, but I do want to be balanced and say I did observe they did what they do as journalists and talked about, They tried to talk about the circumstances, and Shanta and other folks were adamant last night that we're talking about the positivity and the positive light that Kyrie was. But the couple of folks that were there that I dealt with, they did seem sensitive. They worked with us with the schedule. They didn't stay in the room to capture the trauma. And there was trauma in there, but the joy outweighed trauma last night, y'all. It did, from what I saw. And that doesn't mean that we don't still pray and support. And as I said last night, we're going to need to do this again at the service and especially at the repass. Well, both. So just closing out that piece, in reference to, the wonderful community coming together last night in the dance community, Brother Kai, and a lot of the young people that were there. Danella Clark was there as well. Rusi Lujian, Senator Mirandez, and Julia Mejia as well. That is his point back to Mayo. When you're old and on the back nine, you don't get as many chances, and you panic. And that, I believe, so that's in reference to Kraft's legacy. And I mean, a part of his legacy now is the fact that a lot of folks, some folks, think that Mayo would have not been let go if he had a little less melanin in his system. So I'm just going to leave that right there. Few things I want to make you aware of. Please remember Saturday, March 22nd, 2025 at 6 p.m. We are celebrating 5 years. As we're getting closer to it, and I'm figuring the sponsorships and the budget out, some of my things might be pulled back a little bit, but we're going to celebrate. We're going to come together. It will be a ticketed event. There will be a VIP time as well. And we're going to come together and celebrate what we've been able as a community to build, maintain, and sustain for 5 years. And it has not been easy. But we're going to come and we're going to do that. I also wanted to ask you all to please do me a favor. And for those of you that already do it, I got some good news yesterday. I got some good news yesterday. But in reference to that, please make sure when you see those posts from ABCD that you share them. They're going to come back in January. They're also going to come back in February around Valentine's Day. And I found out yesterday, and I'm taking a risk bringing this subject up because we got Thaddeus, Miss Teresa, and a few others in here that are going to start acting up. Toward Valentine's Day, we're going to do, I actually think it's February 12th. Wednesday, February 12th. We need to know after dark. Talking to your boo about sexual health. And if I, where's my notes? If I remember right, hold on. Where did I write that yesterday? Papers are here somewhere. I think this won't mess y'all up. Oh, they're back there. But I believe the full reference of talking to the boo or for that show is when you got to tell boo that you stepped out or you bought something home. And so keep that in mind. February 12th at and it's at 9 p.m. The folks from ABCD said, "Ooh, it's getting later and later. We went from 7 to 8. Now we going to 9." Mm-hmm. So please look out and support the information that you see that I post about ABCD and sexual health. The numbers are getting ready to come out for 23, and they are interesting. Sharon Cornelius, going back to the Mayo topic, we all know how it goes. Last hired, first fired. And Miss Teresa said, pillow talk after dark. It's going to be more than some pillow talk. Kelly, good morning. Hopefully your toe is doing better. I seen the ordeal you had in the ER, and then now you got a broken toe and then went home and cooked. Good to see you in the room, a charter member here. Michelle D. Smith, my brother James, if you need an event organizing support for the Job with Jimmy 5-year anniversary and can use financial sponsorship donation, count me in. Thank you so much. Oh, Michelle, your name has come up. I got a text about you yesterday. about, so where we at with you following up with Michelle? So it's coming. One thing I've learned about me, I'm slow in things, but once they get to going, it's a wrap. And so, Michelle, we'll figure it out. We have templates and things we just need to get together. So I think that is it for dates. I think that is it for, on January 20th. I'm going to be the keynote speaker. And I don't know, I know my mother and Sharon and them about to go in a little bit. I'm going to be the keynote speaker at Concord Baptist Church for the City of Milton Interfaith Martin Luther King Day celebration. We probably won't go live, but if I'm waiting now for the information, the flyer, and if folks would like to attend, I believe it's open to the public and you can feel free to do so. So that is it as far as dates in the next couple of weeks. I also wanted to let you know that we are going to be, Nicole, I'm not making light. Nicole said, my ex-husband wants to lower his child support and does not see his kids, so I'm in court all day. You all send some support to Nicole and pray for her for favorability, financial, and pray that her heating system gets addressed. She showed that picture last night. Her heat was turned to 80 and it's on 66. So pray for that too for Nicole. Pastor Jefferson, I forgot you was in here. Don't you start. Miss Teresa, Java with Jimmy Merch and things are coming. This quarter and up until the anniversary is a very interesting transition period for the brand, for me, for you all a little bit too, because folks are waiting. The demand for hats are picking back up. I'm probably going to do a pre-order and they're probably going to be about $50 because we do the $59.50 strictly. It could be generational, but the snapbacks, y'all. So anyway, I'm going to, there goes Sharon. I'll be there. Here y'all go. All right. That's it. We're going to get ready to wrap up. Quick shots this week. Shots of Java, but quick shots. I'll be honest, I almost canceled today. Just because when I feel like I just need a little bit of a break, I'm getting more comfortable taking it. But I wanted to check in because we did have a week off and I missed you guys. So yeah, there's some other changes and some things coming, you all. And as you have over the past 5 years, trusted me, we're in a 10 o'clock hour now. And a couple of years ago, people like Sharon Cornelius and others we're going to stay at 9 o'clock. There is also a membership platform coming. I've been talking about it. I will say this. I have, to some extent, Uncle, and I'm having conversations, and thank God for folks like Dr. Rick Lee from the Cancer Center at Mass General, and others. And we'll talk, Uncle Thaddeus, because I think with Michelle and others, we figure it out. We will figure it out. Yes. Okay. Request me on the book. Ma, who are you, Lord Jesus? My mother is in here telling somebody to request her on the book, not Facebook, the book. All right, Mom, the past couple of days, you've been closing things out. Y'all keep Miss Teresa in prayer as well. She has an appointment. You all see her often joke about her knees. She has an appointment today with somebody that works on knees and my mother said, mine, yours. Oh, really, Ma? Okay. Oh, she's not on screen, so I can't take her out. I was like, what am I about to do? Sharon says she's still in rebellion at 10 a.m. Well, we about to move to 12 noon. Lunchtime, Java. No, I'm messing. Anyway, something told me to turn that other light on that I was going to. Oh, y'all can't see it now. The other A there. I didn't turn the light on. Where's it? There it go. Anyway, I'm going to get ready to go. Thank you all for tuning in. Let me check Instagram, which I forgot about. Anna Maven is in the room. I see Ribs, Robert Hawkins. Nikki is over there as well. Join the Dots Key Cubs is in the room over on Instagram as well. Good to see you all. Somebody commented on Twitter on our live last night. And if you all know and are part of the Java Cafe, you know that I was very, very happy that somebody commented. Now let's see if somebody's in here now commenting. No. Oh, Jesus. That post that I told you all about on Twitter between the two brainiac, very active, energetic. Okay. That tweet is very interesting right now. So, all right, I'm going to get off of here, you all. Milagro, whatever. We are going to get ready to wrap up Lunchtime Java one day a week. We might have to do that. Listen, when Uncle Thaddeus suggests stuff, you know, he was on me for about 2 years prior to Java with Jimmy about doing some things. So anyway, I'm going to get off because y'all going to keep me talking and then it'll be an hour. UCB. All right, UCB, I'll give y'all 3 more minutes. I was going to play a video for y'all with some music, but it's not queued up. Praying for Nakia. What's going on? Jesus Lord. I'll check in with you and her after the show. You all please keep my sister in prayer, Nakia Hills, as well. Ms. Teresa, thank you so much. And to Thaddeus' point, we probably will test out a lunchtime Java for folks that can't join in the morning. It may be a little bit differently formatted. I also have an offer back on the radio from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Monday through Friday. Tom Joyner type. And I'd be able to play music and stuff, and not as much on Facebook, but so there's some things coming and we're working on them. Dina, you late and we about to go. We're going to give UC, I said UCB again. We're going to give UC 2 more minutes so they can get a whole hour for their points. I'll be nice. Sharon, I was thinking Wednesdays at 12 for the lunchtime Java. So I just would like that to be a different type of programming, different setup, maybe get people to come over and actually have lunch and cook. I've been fighting with doing a little like cooking show. I got the cameras. I got the little stands and stuff to properly position them. So some things are coming. Ma, I hear you. Wednesday at 12 as well. Okay. All right, folks, it is 10:30. UC members, you now can put down 60 minutes for watching Java with Jimmy today. We will see you all tomorrow at 10 a.m. Nisi said that she'll make a dessert. Tashad is in the building. That's a good idea. Food below. Thank you, Tashad. Now, that is one space where I'll take some accolades because I'll be putting some time into the presentation, y'all. The lighting, putting the parsley on. Sometimes I'll use a little Old Bay or seasoned salt just to make the color look good. All right, y'all ain't slick. Y'all got y'all hour. It's 10:30. Ma, y'all got y'all hours. We'll give you a commercial break, and then we're going to get ready to go. And this one is definitely significant at this time of year. Don't forget, before January 23rd, if you would like to look and have an insurance by February 1st, check this out here.
For the innovators, the dreamers, the risk takers, independent workers who keep our neighborhoods thriving, Connector Care from the Massachusetts Health Connector has plans for every lifestyle and budget.
Having access to affordable healthcare is for everyone in our community.
Connector Care plans help more people save on healthcare that covers all their needs. Find out if you qualify for Connector Care. Visit mahealthconnector.org or call 1-877-MA-ENROLL.
And Ma, you got me up there with the wrong date, January 23rd, 2025. So you got your commercial break. It's 10:31. I'm going to get ready to go. And we will, yes, Miss Teresa, that is a cutting board right there. That right there is a cutting board actually that functions as a sign for the Java Cafe. Y'all ain't slick. We'll see y'all tomorrow at 10 a.m. Have a great Wednesday, everybody, and we will talk to you tomorrow at 10. Peace.